If I could go back to the day I bought my very first sports card box, there are 5 things I tell myself before opening that first pack. When I started collecting, I knew almost nothing about sports cards. I didn't know what a parallel was, why rookie cards mattered, or even what supplies I needed to protect my cards. I was learning everything from scratch. If you're just getting started too, I hope these 5 lessons make the hobby feel a little less overwhelming. Let's jump in. Lesson number 1, you don't need to know everything to get started. One of the biggest things that almost stopped me from turning this into a hobby was feeling like I needed to know everything first. I thought I needed to understand every product, every type of card, every piece of sports card terminology before I could enjoy the hobby. The truth is, you don't. You'll hear terms like base cards, parallels, inserts, rookie cards, numbered cards, autographs, RPAs. At first, it can sound like an entirely different language, but every collector has started somewhere. Every card I've touched has taught me something new. Every visit to a card shop answered another question. Looking back, I'm glad I started before I felt completely ready. Sometimes the best way to learn is simply by looking at each card and enjoying the process. Lesson number 2, protect your cards from day one. The first thing I bought after opening my first box wasn't another box of cards. It was supplies. I quickly learned that protecting your collection is one of the easiest habits to build early. Now every time I open packs, I keep penny sleeves and top loaders nearby. I also use storage boxes to keep everything organized and protected. Whether a card ends up being valuable or simply one of your personal favorites, taking care of them from the beginning is always worth it. Lesson number 3, not every great card is the most valuable. When I first started, I thought the goal was pulling the biggest hit possible. Now I see collecting a little differently. Some of my favorite cards aren't worth the most money. They're cards that remind me of where this journey began. They're players I enjoy watching. They're cards I hope my boys will enjoy someday. And I've realized that every collection tells a story, and that's become one of my favorite parts of this hobby. Lesson number 4, ask questions and keep learning. One thing I've really enjoyed about sports cards is that there's always something new to learn. I've watched videos, I've read articles, I've asked questions at local card shops. I've learned from other collectors who have been incredibly generous with their knowledge, and honestly, I'm still learning every single week. This is one of the biggest reasons I started Cards Between Naps, not because I'm an expert, but because I know there are other beginners who are probably asking the same questions I had. If we can learn together, this hobby can become a lot more approachable. Lesson number 5, collect what makes you happy. If there's one lesson that stayed with me the most, it's this. Collect what makes you happy. Maybe that's baseball, maybe it's football, maybe it's basketball, soccer, or Pokemon. Maybe you collect your favorite team, maybe you collect your favorite player, or maybe it's like me and you're building a collection with your family in mind. There isn't one right way to enjoy this hobby. For me, collecting has become about creating memories and building something that's meaningful for my boys. That gives every card a little bit more purpose. I'm still at the beginning of my sports card journey, and I know I have so much more to learn. My hope is that by sharing what I'm learning along the way, this hobby feels a little less overwhelming for anyone who's just getting started. In my next video, we're going to answer one of the biggest questions beginners have. What's the difference between base cards, inserts, and parallels? If you're learning sports cards too, I'd love for you to join the journey. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep learning sports cards one nap at a time. Hit the subscribe button and follow along.